Welcome to the Daily Coffee Pro by Map It Forward, friends. So, what can you do if you're out of work and want to make money in coffee right now? It is an interesting subject given that so many people have found themselves out of work in the second surge, and for some countries, the first surge of the pandemic. But it's not all hopeless. There are a lot of people out of work, and coffee is still a consumable that people can afford. And so, first of all, I just want to say, if you are a coffee professional that is out of work right now and you are looking for a way to generate revenue, there is a lot of opportunity out there. And so I want you to stay hopeful. I want you to stay motivated, and I want you to stay excited. So, how can you work out there if you can't get a job right now? And there is one key thing that I want to say that should be at the cornerstone of your mindset when you're thinking about this right now. And that is to find problems that need solving in coffee and monetize them. So the problems can exist across the value chain. The problems can be ones that you try and fix for customers or for the industry. So again, find a problem, determine a solution, and find the way to monetize that. We're doing a lot of this in the group coaching that we're doing. And I know that I seem to be mentioning the group coaching a lot in these episodes of the Daily Coffee Pro, but we are having, by we I mean everyone that's participating, we are having so much success with new brands being launched, with people forging different directions in their career, people reinventing themselves, and that's all because of the core things that we talk about on this podcast, which is elevating your own barrier to entry, proactive leadership, and fixing problems. There are a lot of problems that need to be fixed in the coffee industry right now. And if you are somebody who is passionate about what you do, whether it's brewing, whether it's product development, whether it's customer service, whether it's design in coffee, app development in coffee, figure out what the problems that you see that need fixing are, and start about a strategic process about coming up with a solution. Once you've done that, you can then assess how you come up with a way to monetize that. Now, I know all of this just sounds super easy, right? Oh, great. I'll just go find problems and I'll monetize them. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. The challenge that I see for our industry, and going back to the issue with barrier to entry, because our barrier to entry is so low, we have a huge influx of people into our industry every year, whether it be college students, whether it be people that just want to get out of corporate for a minute, whether it be people who find themselves out of work and clearly coffee is really easy to get into, so I'm just going to do it. What that ends up doing is we have cultivated an industry that isn't familiar with high levels of grit. And grit is required, grit is required to undertake the challenge of identifying problems, finding solutions, and then going on to monetize them and find customers that will sustain your livelihood and replace the income that you had from having a job. In a recent episode of the Map It Forward podcast with Reggie Black from the newly minted Perspective Roasters, we spoke so much about why it's so important to know how to do hard stuff. And this is what we're talking about. This is that journey. And so finding a problem and solving it and then going on to monetize it is the journey you go on if you want to cultivate grit. Now, grit is defined as the perseverance and passion to execute a long-term goal. And what I'm seeing in our industry, and it's not just in our industry, it's worldwide all the time, but more so now. What I see is that people have great ideas. So finding the problem and the solution doesn't serve really as a big obstacle for people in our industry. We're a very creative industry. We can come up with solutions very quickly. It's the next part that's the challenging part. Determining the plan of execution, the strategy for execution, and the action. Taking the action of the plan that we've come up with is, well, it seems to be the obstacle to success for most people. And so there's a couple of things that I want to encourage you with if you are somebody who is looking to find a way out of this mass pool of people that is out of work and doesn't have a proactive way of leading themselves out of challenging financial times. 1, if you choose to do this, beginner's luck is a real thing. Cultivate it. It will show up, and it's for a different amount of time for each person. But if you do choose to go on the journey of doing hard things and completing a task, beginner's luck will absolutely be on your side. 2, this is going to be incredibly hard. And the reason it's going to be incredibly hard is not the hard work. The hard work is the easiest part of doing hard things. But it's the things that this journey will reveal about you that will be the hardest thing. And it will be the thing that will most likely start giving you the reasons to doubt whether you can execute or not. And I encourage you to hear those voices and talk back to them. I have conversations with these voices constantly. And they do get quieter. They absolutely do get quieter. 3, and the final one. Whether you are successful or not is completely irrelevant. The further you get down the road is absolutely what is going to make this worth it. And I cannot say this enough. The things that you will take from this journey will make the next thing that shows up in 2020 and beyond that just rocks society and culture beyond any kind of stable foundation as it has been doing. This will help you show up for that better prepared within yourself, because you will have built resilience, you will have built stamina, you will have learnt to trust yourself more, you will start to be proactive in your thinking and your leadership approaches, you will learn what is worth stressing out about and what is not worth stressing out about, you will learn how to chill out and just get into flow. And these things are life skills that you can apply whether you're running a huge corporation or whether you're leading yourself. So if you are a coffee professional or a previous business owner that is looking for a way to generate revenue right now, this is the answer, because the old model is broken and it's not coming back. It's not coming back at all. Everything is in a constant state of flux. If you want to be a part of determining the future of the coffee industry, find what the problems that people are experiencing in the industry right now, whether they be from inside of the industry or customers engaging with the industry. I have 2 tips for you to consider if you are going to go on this challenge, or if you have started this journey and want to make your load easier. 1, you don't have to do this on your own. There are a plethora of people around you right now that are in the industry, that are looking for work, or that are looking to get involved in something that could potentially turn into a payday for them. Find people who are aligned with you and aligned with the mission that you're going on. What is the problem that you're looking to solve, and do they want to solve it with you? And bring them along the journey. And 2, find a credible mentor. What do I mean by credible mentor? This year has revealed that a lot of people who were pretending to know what they were talking about actually don't. And so, find somebody that can credibly guide you through, at the very least, the first year of this endeavor. They can talk to you about what you should anticipate and what some of the blind spots that are coming will be. And if that's all they can do for you, they have served you well. You got this, people. I swear you've got this. You just have to stop assuming that it's going to be easy. It's not. Right now isn't easy for any of us. But if you take this challenge, other people who have taken this challenge will recognize it, and they will help you along your way. Peace, love, and peanut butter, friends. Have an amazing rest of your day.